they've now lost in the Constitutional Court. Clearly, it shows that they've got no sense of what they're talking about. They are just grasping at straws, looking for relevance using the name of the EFF. We understand for anyone to get attention in this country, they must use the name of the EFF.
We respect the decisions of the courts. The highest court in the land have decided that the chant, kill the poor, kill the farmer, equage.
This is certainly a positive outcome for those, and more so because there were those that were trying to erase, the history that, in effect, led us to be where we are today.
Stop others from chanting. It is not banned. It is not illegal, as it is now defined by the Constitutional Court. But as an ANC, we don't think that chanting that slogan is relevant to the cause.
Welcome back to Heads Up SA, where we break down the key moments from the latest political debates. If you missed the latest Face the Nation episode, here is a detailed recap. This week, Clement Manyathela hosted a discussion between DA executive member Vili Aucamp and EFF Central Command team member Nqobile regarding the Constitutional Court's decision to dismiss AfriForum's appeal to ban the singing of Kill the Poor. The debate focused on whether the song contributes to nation building or incites division. Will Aucamp argued that despite the court's ruling, the song does not align with the country's collective efforts toward unity. He referenced gestures made by EFF Julius Malema while singing the song as a point of concern.
Song that was sung and the way in which Mr. Malema sang that song. He sang it in a way, pointing with his fingers like a gun, pulling a trigger. It should not be right.
However, the courts have determined that in context, the song does not incite violence. Nqobile supported the court's decision, stating that the legal system which once upheld apartheid still plays a role today. She emphasized that the fight for equality continues and that economic disparities, particularly regarding land ownership, remain unresolved. She argued that those who feel threatened by the song are, in her view, threatened by the idea of equality.
Allow this thing to continue. So our people must continue to sing that song until attainment of the land, until they are rightfully participating in the economy of South Africa. Until then, Clement, we must continue to sing the song. Those who feel threatened by it, they are threatened by equality. They are threatened if they want to act like Cinderella because the shoe fits, they must wear it. But there's no single farmer that has ever been killed when the EFF sang kill the poor and kill the farmer. Because our people understand it's a struggle song. It's not meant to target an individual or a race of people. It's meant to target a system, which is apartheid and exclusion of our people.
During the discussion, Clement Manyathela asked Vili Aucamp if he had evidence that the song had ever directly led to violent crimes against farmers. Aucamp admitted he had not personally encountered such evidence but maintained that the song does not promote unity.
Are you aware of any white farmer that has been killed by someone who heard or sang the song?
No, I'm not. But that is, again, not the question. The question is whether this contributes to nation building. And
Aucamp then challenged Julius Malema to publicly state that he does not wish harm upon white people. Clement Manyathela pointed out that Malema had already made such a statement earlier in the program. Aucamp acknowledged that he had not heard it. Mhlongo reiterated that the EFF will not take directives from the DA or AfriForum on how to respond to historical injustices.
EFF does not take instructions from Willie, and our activism will never be policed by Willie by directing us on which issues we must take, on which court cases we must attend. He must leave that mentality of being a boss. He's not a boss, he's not our boss. We don't take instructions from him.
Absolutely ridiculous saying that.
Okay, hold on. Really?
The
Billy, I
court
gave you an
has ruled
opportunity
on
to
the
speak.
matter,
Let's hear him. I'll
and
give you a
if he
chance.
does not like it, unfortunately for him, they have exhausted all the courts of this land. The highest court of the land has ruled on the matter. We will continue to sing.
She emphasized that the current distribution of land in South Africa is skewed, with the majority of land still owned by a minority group.
Exclusion of the majority of the people. They should be ashamed that land ownership of this country does not reflect the demographics of South Africa. So they should be ashamed. They should be the first ones to volunteer and come and say to government, come government, here's our land we're offering. How does one family own thousands of hectares of land alone? And then they see our people living in squalor in the township, who are trapped as black people living in squalor in the townships. We look like sardines stuck in a tin fish. There's no space where we're living. And they know that this land that they own was forcefully dispossessed and stolen from us. It's not like they bought the land. It was stolen. They are beneficiaries of stolen land. They are beneficiaries of apartheid regime. To this day, they want to enjoy the privileges they got through land dispossession. They should be ashamed of themselves as white people that they really want to speak about nation building at the exclusion of our people. It cannot be, Clement, that we allow this thing to continue. So our people must continue to sing that song until attainment of the land, until they are rightfully participating in the economy of South Africa. Until then, Clement, we must continue to sing the song.
In a response, Aucamp attempted to share further details on crime in rural areas and suggested a direct discussion with Nhlongo. However, Manyathela pointed out that some Aucamp statements could be interpreted as fear-mongering. With this ruling, AfriForum has now lost its case in 3 separate courts. The EFF remains firm in its position that it will continue singing the song. The DA and AfriForum argue that this decision does not contribute to reconciliation in South Africa. What are your thoughts on this debate? Does the court's ruling align with the principles of a democratic South Africa, or does it hinder nation building? Share your views in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more in-depth political analysis. This is Heads Up SA signing off. Keep your heads up, SA.
We'll continue to sing. He's not been genuine with them and the DA or AfriForum. The song we further even say, kiss the boer, kiss the farmer. He doesn't complain about that because we're speaking about kissing. He's got no problem with it. Every time we sing, we even chant, mwah, 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 kiss the farmer, kiss the boer. So we'll continue to sing the song. There's victory now. The matter is closed. They can go and cry in the streets because they've got no regard for our constitutional court. That's why he's standing here boldly going against a court ruling, a constitutional court ruling. He's saying that it was wrong for it to rule in the manner it did. Continue to undermine our courts. So it's fine, let him continue. We'll continue to sing the song. We'll never forget the struggle of the land. We continue to call for kiss the boer, kill the farmer. Okay. We know it means to us kill the system which seeks to exclude black people from owning land, which seeks to exclude black people from participating in the economy of this country. And that is a system that is meant to exclude people from having economical power, black people from having economical power. And we are not ashamed of continuing to sing that song, and we'll continue to sing it until they turn blue and green. There's nothing they can do about it. The Court has ruled on the matter, and they can't say that it's the EFF that's making the global community to have a problem with this song. How does the global community have anything to do with this? Because it has nothing to do with them. This is a song that was sung during apartheid. There is no global country that does not know that South Africa, 32 years ago, there was apartheid in this country. We were living under oppression. There was a government that was not elected by the majority.
All right.
So it is not something new. The world knows what we have been through as South Africa. It's not anything new. In order for us to rebuild this country, I'm calling on you, William, share the farm that we have. Share that farm with your black workers who are working there on a daily basis in that farm to feed you and your family. We are calling on all farm owners to share the land now in order to build this country. If they want to speak about nation building, let's share the wealth of this country. Let's share the land.
Yeah, I've gone out of time, guys, and I have to leave it there. I think I've given us enough time.